So, Monday the 25th of March, and I'm walking home from work, and Sandy, as ever, brings the boys to come and meet me. But it didn't take long to realise there's only one, and it was Chip. Where's Dale? It appears Dale had hurt his little leg. But he was soon fine and bouncing around, and it was time to take the twins to be emptied. Are you doing the other one, my dear? I don't mind.
Yeah, because you're a big wuss.
I don't mind doing it. Very kind. Well, I'm not going to argue with her. I'll leave her to it. So, back to the boat now, top up water, and that's Monday done. Nice bit of tea now, perhaps a beer, and chill out, ready for the rest of the week. Well, it's now the Wednesday. Finished work, and to be honest, I'm having a bad week. It's been a horrible week this week. It just didn't feel right. Nothing felt right in work, and Sandy felt the same. So when we were walking home the other night, you saw Dale there. By the way, he's fine, so don't worry. We've both decided to book Friday off, as the forecast looks pretty good. So we booked Friday off. So even though it is Wednesday today, it's our Thursday, if you like, and tomorrow's our last working day of the week. So we've got 3 days off, and because the forecast looks good, we've decided to take Chugs into Chester, or thereabouts anyway. We're going to go stay away for a couple of days, so we don't really know where we're going yet. Obviously, we can't go far because we need to be back for work commitments on the Monday, but we just needed to get out. I suppose everybody has time like that, so let's see where it brings us. Anyway, you're going to come with us. Catch you later. Great to see these chaps flying over on the beautiful Thursday evening. So, Friday morning, we've got the day off, haven't we, dear? Yeah, you've got the day off, and we're going boating, and you're coming with us. Going to the Cheshire Cat tonight, staying there for the night. Lauren's going to come and join us, and then we're going into Chester tomorrow. So, lovely day for it. Let's get going. So, it wasn't long, and we were reversing off our pontoon. Quick blast on the bow thruster, and we were away. Now, the following Sunday was Mothering Sunday, and with Harry being in Australia, he did send a parcel. We weren't sure what it was going to be, but unfortunately it was supposed to be there by 10, but we waited till after 11, and then it came as we were on our way out of the marina. So it was into reverse and then back round towards the clubhouse, where you will see Jason stood with a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Happy Mother's Day, Sandy. So then we were out on our way, a quick blast on the horn just to warn other boaters, and it was a left heading west on the Shropshire Union on an absolutely beautiful Friday morning. Well, there's Sandy.
This is not a confident space.
You're not very confident, my dear. Shall I go and put the kettle on?
Don't you dare.
Sandy hasn't mastered the art of the tiller just yet. She's doing a good job. But she won't let me go and put the kettle on.
Too close.
The colours of the trees were gorgeous, and it was obvious that spring was saying hello to us as we cruised along on Chuggabug. It's a lovely little stretch of water here, and we are tempted many a time just to bring the boat out and moor up here, as there is a winding hole very, very near, and it just gives us a sense of being out on the cut. And here is a place called Nook's Farm, or Golden Nook, and we believe there's something like 120 boats moored up here, with liverboards and non-liverboards, and boats of all shapes and sizes. And then as we come into Waverton, just outside Chester, some beautiful homes, in fact with their own moorings, and some of them indeed have their own little boats, and it's nice to see that the moorings don't go to waste. Hi guys. We did actually have a look at the price of some of these properties, but obviously not for Sandy and I. Not our cup of tea anymore, but they are beautiful. So who knows, if our numbers come up on the lottery, we might just buy one. And it would be lovely to see Chuggabug at the end of our garden.
Dale, come here.
Come on, what's that?
Come here. Dale. Dale.
Well, it wasn't long, and we moored up just past the Cheshire Cat, actually at a pub known locally as the Trooper, and there we waited for Lauren in the lovely spring sunshine, and in fact she was there in no time, so we decided let's just carry on and go into Chester. So before long, didn't take long, Lauren was on board and we were on our way, and soon at our first lock. Obviously I was waiting further down the cut, and on the walkie-talkie they give me a shout when it was safe to bring Chuggabug in. And in I came to my, well, second lock, I suppose you could say, being the only one on board Chuggabug. Although I wasn't quite on my own. If you look closely, you'll see Chip and Dale watching my every move, bless them. I still love the way Chuggabug looks, especially in the sunshine. We were all very excited to go into Chester. I've been to Chester many a time. In fact, I lived there for some 25 years. But I've never been in on a narrowboat. Hey babe! Chip and Dale weren't daunted at all by the locks, by the height of it, or by the noises. And that's very nice to say, because obviously we didn't want them to be frightened. So they were quite happy, I assure you, on our little trip.
Fancy meeting you here.
Lock number 2. And now it's Chuggabug's turn, so in I come to the lock after following one down. Then, before we knew it, we were coming in towards Chester on the outskirts, and you could actually see some of the old architecture and the old mills from when it was a working canal known as the Nantwich Chester Canal. So, here we are, moored up in Chester city centre, just by the Lockkeeper Inn, Cow Lane Bridge, just up there. And we've got Chip and Dale here. Let's have a look. Where are they? Barking at everyone. There you go. Who's there? Oh, noisy, noisy, noisy. Yeah, so great night. So Sandy's just popped to the local supermarket to get some wine, funnily enough, as we drank our supply last night. Had a great night last night with our neighbours, Kev and Marie. Homemade vodka was consumed. I'm getting a name for vodka, but yeah, it was good. We had a great night. I fell in. My leg did. I just slipped over Chip. I was getting out the boat just to take them. Oh, I've got to go listen to him. I've got to go and I had to go last night and take him for a walk, and I slipped on Chip and my leg went in, but all good. Right. Oh, Monday, April the 1st, April Fool's Day here in the UK. I think the only fool is me, walking to work this early in the morning. It's about 25 past, 6:30. I'm donning a hat. It's not my hat. We've had a great weekend. The hat is young Ethan's. He's a colleague in work. He came on the boat on Saturday, shared a few drinkies with us, had loads of fun. But unfortunately, he left his hat, so I'm just taking it back to work for him. Bit cooler this morning, but what a fantastic weekend. We had the weather and we were on the boat, and as you could see, we went cruising. On the Friday, we were planning on mooring up outside the Cheshire Cat, which is a couple of hours down the Shroppy for us. And there we were meeting Lauren, Harry's girlfriend. Well, it turns out as soon as we moored up virtually, we just had enough time for a little bit of a glass of wine, and we waited on the boat for her, and then she turned up and we thought, it's going to be a waste of a day just sitting here. Let's crank it and carry on into Chester. And that's exactly what we did. We did the 5 locks, dropped down into Chester and moored up in the city centre for the weekend. Had a fab time. Our friends Dave and Bev came on the Saturday, and as I say, Michael came with his son Ethan, and we had a great time. Lovely. And then Sandy and I brought the boat back on the Sunday. Lovely cruise back, although windy again. We did have a lot of wind, but well, not us, but the weather did. And yeah, but it was an interesting cruise, even though the water was low, which was quite surprising. In between a few pounds, we were grounding, but never mind, we got back. So let's see what the next adventure is going to be. Catch you soon.